Chief Wray is also speaking out about managing the annual Mifflin Street Block Party. Reporter Choi joins us with how police hope to minimize the potential for violence. Andy.
Sarah, and violence is what police had to deal with last year, with the decades-old party evolving from a street protest to a reason to overindulge. Chief Wray says the level of alcohol at last year's party was out of control. The subtle hint of spring around Madison means one particular block is ready to see its perennial party bloom.
I live on the 500 block of Mifflin, and I've been here for 2 years.
For UW senior Betsy Barron's, living at the epicenter of the Mifflin Street Block Party is about managing the good with the bad.
I was here last year during the block party, and I have to say I enjoyed being an attendee rather than a host.
The annual celebration turned violent last year, with alcohol allowed to be sold and consumed on public property for the first time.
We had 2 stabbings, several fights. Detox was full. I had 3 officers that were injured last year. I ended up going to the emergency room with one of them.
Chief Noble Wray says Madison police costs for the party in 2011 totaled $130,000.
The costs are going to go up this year. They have to, by virtue of the fact that we're going to need additional staff there this year to deal with some of the issues that we had last year.
Hoping to downsize the party, Madison police says alcohol will not be allowed to be sold or consumed on public property.
When people know what the rules are and what the rules of engagement are up front and beforehand, we tend to do a lot better with voluntary compliance.
Students like Barron's questions how many revelers will comply.
I honestly don't see the party downsizing, really. So many people come from out of town and come to the party, and so many students get so riled up for it. So I don't really see it downsizing.
Madison police will hold neighborhood meetings, distribute flyers, and have officers talk to students on Mifflin Street about expectations before this year's party on May 5th. I asked Chief Wray would he like to see the party go for good. He says it won't happen overnight, but that's the long-term goal.
All right, something will be continuing to follow. Thanks, Andy.